Okay, so this time I'm going to show you a um, technique to create kind of a color face. So if you can see, this is a little different than the first one we did. I'm going to undo this. I'm going to undo. Okay. And we had our initial, there we go. So like when we first do the color here, we might do just like a solid color and fill it in. Okay, looks great. Control Z. Okay. What I want to teach you is how to use gradients. Gradients are a lot of fun, especially if you have a solid shape. So for this gradient, I'm going to use pixel. I think it works with pixel or vector. But I'm gonna actually use pixel fill here, and I'm gonna click on the color. And then at the top, anytime you see a down arrow in this program, you have all these options. In fact, I don't even know what this one is. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm gonna switch it to linear. Now, linear gives us a spectrum of colors, and there's these little handles. And if I click on that handle, it shows me a color. So I'm going to set this to a blue. I'm going to set it to a darker blue color. Okay. And then there's a lighter blue here. All right. And then I don't know if I can even get rid of that one. And then by clicking on these, you can set different colors. I'm going to set that to another color, blue. So it goes from like lighter to darker. Okay. Now, when I click and drag on the screen, I'm going to get this like handle with 4 dots, 1, 2, 3, 4. And those dots control how much of that color comes. And I like to pull those down, and I like to pull these up off the top like this. And then down here below where my other line is, oops, there's like another line. I have so many dots in there. And that gives you this kind of like subtle shade that's happening. That's sort of like, there's like layers of color instead of like one solid color. So just as an experiment, you can do this with all of your colors. You can do this with your solid greens. So I can do this with my greens here. I can go to Pixel. I don't know how, I want to know how to reset this. How do I reset? Is there a way to reset it? I don't know. You can pick some colors that are pre-existing. Oh, that's kind of a cool set of greens. Okay. So I'm going to just grab that. And notice it's stopping at this black line. The black line is essential in these basic drawings like this. And that gives me some shaded green colors. So if you can see that, I wonder if I can open the other version. Like this version here, right? With just a solid, I'll go pixel fill, and I'll change this to color. Okay, that's solid green. So there's this one, and then there's the gradient version. And I really like the gradient version. I think it's fun, and it just depends on what you're trying to do. But have fun exploring gradients. Gradients give you all kinds of options for making your drawing have a little more realistic looking lighting. And I am no art teacher, but I still love experimenting with artistic techniques. So hopefully that's helpful, and enjoy gradients.